I hate this song.
Oh, so about to go live. Ready? I turned everything on. That is the speakers ain't on yet. Welcome to Easy to Know, only here on Icon Radio.
And your volume's up.
Turn my volumes up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I mean, I can hear myself. You can hear me now?
All right. That sounds good. All right. Yeah, there we go.
Welcome to Easy to Know.
All right. Yes, sir.
Icon Radio. Where can you find us at?
On Spotify, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. What else? iHeartRadio. What else?
Roku.
Roku. How you
Fire
say
Stick.
How you say
Roku.
Roku.
I don't know. You sound like one of them old people I be talking to. No, look. You know what? Why are we talking about old people? So I was going to come in talking about something totally different. I'm still going to go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. Only because I really got to know.
What's that?
So, I work for a cable company.
Uh-huh.
I deal with, tech support, things like that. Help people with their cable. What?
I don't know. It was
Better?
There we go.
No, you just old and getting deaf. Oh, so anyway, like I was saying.
Yeah, that's what it is, huh? I guess so.
So, since I've been at work, ever since the inauguration, I began call after call after call. Which one?
Call after call.
Call after call. Oh my God, that's just so loud. Oh my God.
There you go.
You just can't hear.
Yeah.
So I get call after call
Uh-huh.
of people calling in like, hey, do you have Newsmax?
Newsmax.
Yes. Do you have Newsmax? Can I get Newsmax on my system? Is Newsmax available in my area? Do you know what Newsmax is? So the reason why they're asking for Newsmax, they in the same sentence, because I'm tired of Fox News. I don't want to watch Fox News no more.
Mm-hmm.
Fox News don't be telling the truth. I want to go watch Newsmax. So Newsmax is a right-wing conservative news source.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right-wing. Check it out. Go check it out. Newsmax. So Republicans are mad, upset, crazy that, Trump didn't win, basically.
Right.
So because Fox News has been reporting this whole time, spreading all the falsehoods by Trump won, voter fraud, the Biden lost, Biden cheated, the whole nine. Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the reality set in, and it's like they can't go off as conspiracies no more. They are a news source, and they have to report the real news. They started reporting the real news. Not trying to say they haven't been doing it the whole time, but they've been leaning toward, Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they're reporting things like they should be reporting, people are getting mad because now, Fox News is now fake news. But I thought y'all said CNN was fake news. I thought y'all said MSNBC was fake news.
So they're fake news because they're starting to provide real news.
Thank you. I mean, I'm telling you, call after call after call. Like, for me to get these few calls, imagine how many calls is coming in. Talking about, what about Newsmax? Can I get Newsmax? Look, y'all crazy.
I mean, that's like, dude, okay, if you're, like, able to get some real news out of this thing, then I would think that would be more important than anything else.
Yeah.
But, people want to hit all that controversy and drama anyway. So
everybody loves drama. But that leads into what I was going to talk about. We need to talk about the elephant in the room. What is the elephant in the room?
Hmm.
Elephant in the room was I was under the impression that the Republican Party was the party of law and order.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Law and order. You know, back the blue. Back the blue.
Back to blue.
Antifa. Black Lives Matter is evil. And now all of a sudden, you have a whole insurrection on the Capitol from the same people.
Now hold on, wait a minute. You talking about the same type of people that you supported is like now.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's like you can't even wrap your head around it because. I'm so glad we don't have to really talk about Trump anymore. We're talking about like the after effects now because we finally have normalcy back in the White House. We're gonna get to all that later. I have to get all this bit out of it first because I just couldn't understand. Y'all are supposed to be the party of law and order, but yet now y'all, I thought y'all loved the police, but now y'all trying to. Kill, shoot, and throw fire hydrants and hit them with poles and run into the Capitol. Now, there's a reason why I was getting to this. Was because the same followers, Trumpers, that did this now are claiming like the QAnon conspiracists and all these things because it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, I know. I believe it. Yeah.
So Trump is going to jail. Yeah. He's going to jail.
I don't know.
I know. I get it. Because he's been avoiding it this whole time, but he don't have the power like he used to have anymore. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why he was trying so hard to hold that power because he had a game plan that he was going to try to do, and it's just that game plan didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
But what I do now?
Did you log on?
Yeah, it's recording right there.
Oh.
Yeah, want me to hit finish?
No. Okay.
You still trying to tell me it was my fault? I'm telling you, I know you. I know what it is. No, but because what was I saying?
Q&A.
Oh yeah, because all the people that rushed the White House, the Capitol, are now claiming that Trump owes them a pardon because they did it because of Trump. That's looking bad for Trump. That's why I said he's going to jail, or at least something's going to happen.
Because the Q&A, the guy, the Horn guy, he
God dang on Arizona,
and he was very upset. He told his attorney that he was upset because Trump didn't pardon him, and so that right there is not now. All of them are upset with Trump for not pardoning him. And so I'm like, well, one thing about it, who was that? Meadows and all them, they told Trump, don't do that because it's going to mess you up. But then the thing is that they're upset. Another reason why they're upset is because how Trump pardoned Lil Wayne, Kodak Black.
Right.
So they're like,
he even pardoned some guy with one of the 50 Cent boys, or no, with somebody from Dipset. Was it? No, it was see, I'm getting my facts wrong. Gotta get my facts right. It was the guy that was with Death Row Records. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. They pardoned that guy, but they didn't pardon the Tiger guy.
No.
Oh my God! Wait, that was so funny. Wait. The Tiger guy was so sure that he was getting ready to get pardoned. The man had a limo waiting outside his jail cell. He had a limo waiting outside his jail. No, like you can see it from his window.
Yeah.
He was so sure he was going to get pardoned. Guess where he at?
He's still up.
He's still in jail. He's still in jail.
Wow.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But I thought that was hilarious. So yeah, you're right. They big mad. Trump wasn't able to do what he normally was gonna do, and it's just all bad. Before I go any further, just because I remember this off the top of my head, got to get the AZ news in. Are you aware? Did you know that Icon Radio now has a TV station.
A TV.
RTU TV. It'll be on
RTU TV.
Roku and Amazon Fire Stick TV.
Wow.
Starting
that is
when?
Awesome.
Tuesday, January 26th at 11 a.m.
That's what's up.
We coming for it all. Icon Radio.
That's right, baby. TV.
TV. I mean, the worldwide.
That's
Respect
right.
the Underground. Search for the RTU Worldwide app.
Mhm.
Or if you are on Roku or Amazon, once again, look for the RTU Worldwide channel. And you'll
Man.
see people like us. This guy right here. And you'll see other shows like the Savage show.
Savage. What was that? That one. Man, we're packing up in here, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the shows we have
it's a lot
here.
of
It's a lot. So
Yeah.
whatever you're into, make sure you come to
I
Icon
mean,
Radio.
and that's the great thing about it is because we have a variety of different types of shows over here, and so that's what makes this station over here good because I mean, whatever you into at that moment in time, there it is. You can
Yeah,
just
we're
watch
definitely for the underground artists, R&B, hip hop.
Mhm.
Whatever you're into, we were going to be spinning it here. So if you guys got any music, let us know. Get it spent, or we can get you to the right show. Things like that.
Yeah.
We're here to help everybody.
That's right. That's right. That's what we're here for. But also, we're here to give you some news.
Did you know? I know you got to say something, but I got to say this right quick.
Go ahead.
Master P launches a new line of supercars with former Tesla engineer. That's big. Supercar, like a Ferrari or something like an exotic supercar. Master P is now launching a new line of supercars. Like that's big. Oh, that's big. Yeah, you don't seem excited like I am.
I'm like, okay.
Because
Well,
Master P, he got cereal, he got grits, he got pancake mix. Man,
rice.
he got rice, you know what I'm saying? Uncle P's. This ain't like Uncle P's rice.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to celebrate blackness.
I know
Just
that's what's up.
Because Master P been ahead of the game since the 90s, since, you know what I'm saying? Man, I remember the 90s, boy. I'm showing my age. We rolling around in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Bumping Master P back in the day. Woo! Oh, man, those were the good old days. I was literally just talking about that with my son the other day. Because we were watching Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, we were watching Star Trek. And so I don't know what made me realize this, but on Star Trek, I'm sitting there watching it. They're talking about Captain Kirk, and all of a sudden, in the back of my head, I start singing, "Captain Kirk, can you save me? Captain Kirk, I want to have your baby." You don't remember that one?
No, you.
Yeah. My son looked at me.
Captain Kirk.
My son looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what is you talking about? Like, man, that's Master P. You don't know, man. Oh man, but no. What else we need to celebrate as far as Black excellence? Because February is right around the corner.
Valentine's.
I actually need to reach out to that person that I totally forgot about to bring them in about Black history. With
Black History
the
Month.
1619 family with the original slaves.
Yeah.
I'd never reached back out to her.
The ancestry of
The ancestry.
Black slaves.
Yeah, so once I reach back out to her, I'm gonna see if I can bring her in for Black History Month. That'll be dope.
Man, y'all better pay attention because we bringing in some Black history, boy. We about to do this in.
Yeah, y'all gonna be surprised about this one. So I've been excited because we were about to bring her in a year ago, right before the pandemic.
Right.
And it was right there. That was like the first show where we could not come in the building.
Oh man,
due to the pandemic.
Yep, because we were excited about that.
We was excited, like
man, we was about to get it in, boy. Talking about some Black history and the slaves, and man, I was about to get some knowledge up in there.
Yeah,
But
leading into Black greatness, we have Kamala Harris, which is now the first Black, whatever you want to say, Indian, Asian woman of color that is now the vice president, the highest office next to the president, literally the highest seat of land.
Right.
We have a Black person, a person of color.
Right. I mean, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about, And one thing about it is that it doesn't stop here, and that's the thing. We always say that once you hit presidency or vice presidency, that's as high as you can go. No,
Oh no.
oh no, that's just a stepping
I
stone.
said it's one of the highest.
It's like you go higher, way higher than that. So, but all the ladies out there, the young ladies, the girls, everybody out there. I mean, you have all these dreams you want to accomplish. Go for it. Do it. It's the world is your oyster. Do that thing. Young men, brothers, get out there. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? All the things that you want to do, go out there and get it done. You know what I'm saying? It is possible.
Yep. And we now have. Oh, I'm trying to think of that guy's name.
Who that?
Because Biden has his pick of.
For who?
Which position he could do? You know what?
No, which one are you talking about? Like the what is that? The army guy or the
yeah.
army guy Austin? Yeah, because they gave him a waiver, and the first black head of what is it? Head of defense or something?
Yeah, the head of the Defense Department. Hold on, I'm about to go to it here.
Okay.
Yeah, confirms Austin lead Pentagon. He's going to lead the Pentagon.
Right.
So he'll be the first person of color, African American, to lead the Pentagon. General Lloyd Austin. Congratulations to General Lloyd Austin to make history as the nation's first black Secretary of Defense. So more greatness that's coming out of this administration.
And the great thing about it is that I like the whole idea of how they came together and they, confirmed the picks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was some backlash.
I think it was like 93 to something, but it was good.
And they did get some backlash on it with a couple of people, and because of it wasn't for say the norm because he wasn't out for 7 months or 7 years or something like that, and so he was before, so he had to sign that waiver, get a waiver and stuff like that. And you had a couple people like, no, man, he don't qualify. He wasn't out long enough. Man, go on, swear, sit down. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that to see that that he was picked for that. See, it's like, man, when you have all these knowledgeable, intelligent people in these positions, I mean, that's what it's about.
Oh yeah. And also, I just want to say something before, because I know you're trying to bring out some news, but, we had their loss to us that was close. My friend, my brother, Gemini Porter.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Singer with Men at Large from the 90s, hit group, Men at Large, platinum selling artist. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. I got the call literally. I was sitting up on top of the mountain. As a matter of fact, because I had just to put it in perspective, because, I'm about to choke up here. I had to put it in perspective because I just missed my other brother, O.D. Harris's inauguration. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, I was ready, gearing up to go.
So tell them the reason why.
I did not go.
You did not go.
I could not fit into my suit.
Oh my gosh. He could not fit into his suit.
I couldn't fit. Man, this quarantine weight ain't no fun. I didn't realize I got that big. Like, I knew I'm gonna have to, all this extra loving, but I didn't realize I got that big. Like, I could not. And it was like the suit. I just bought this suit last year.
Wow.
So it was like I was already mad at myself for that. I shed a few tears. Like, man, I'm a big. It's like that coming to reality. How people may say it, like, bro, you need to work out. Bro, you need to get into a gym. Bro, you need to do this. But when you come to that reality, like,
that's when it hits home. Yeah.
So I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna start working out, and I need to. I can't miss anything else, especially due to something that's my fault. Literally, it's my fault. So, I got up, went up, I'm going to go do some hiking. I went up the mountain, and mind you, it took me a long time to get up there. Took me a long time to get up there, but as soon as I got up there, literally, I got up there. I was about to sit down on a rock, and my phone rang. Get the call, and a mutual friend of ours called me like, "Hey, you sit down? One of those. You sit down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got to the top of the mountain. I'm about to sit down." I'm like, "Well, sit down on the mountain." And then they told me the news that Gemini passed. He was a legend. He was a legend in the game.
Yeah.
He was just gearing up to do another showcase. Had Dina Howard on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was going to be a great show here in Arizona. It was going to be out like Maricopa.
Yep.
And now, we lost Gemini. So definitely prayers, shouts out, condolences to the families, Sharice. We're praying for you and your family.
Yep, his daughter Danielle. And all them. Yeah.
So shouts out to the family.
Okay,
COVID.
See, it's taking him out, boy. Yeah. That COVID boy ain't no joke.
We just lost Hank Aaron.
Yeah, Hank Aaron.
COVID.
Man, it's like
Larry King.
Oh man, I just heard that.
Yep,
yeah,
Larry King.
It was like breaking news.
Man, I'm so wrong for this, but I thought he was dead already. Because man, look, Larry King is old, right? I actually thought he had already passed already. Mm-hmm. When they said he died, I was like, I thought he was dead already.
Wow.
I know that's so wrong, but that just shows how long he has been in the game, how long he's been broadcasting.
Doing that for
20, 30 some years. Man. Probably more than that.
Yeah, longer than that.
Yeah.
He's been in it.
Long time.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, when I saw that red thing on there that said breaking news and all that, and normally I don't really read all that, but today when I saw that, I was like, whoa. But yeah, I used to watch his shows. I mean, go on there and watch them and all that. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, let's get to some news now. Some AZ in the know.
What you got?
In the know.
What you got?
Yeah. All right, so I want to go back to Biden's cabinet picks. Okay. So did you know that Biden picked a transgender?
I saw that, and that's the person over health
for his assistant health secretary.
Yeah. Now I heard that this person, when it comes to as far as knowledge and laws, things like that, that person is top notch, on top of the game. But looking at the person, you wouldn't think that person was not talking about the gender. Just, as far as me, I'm not going to go sit up here and tell you, that you need to eat that salad, not that pork sandwich, because I'm going to go eat that pork sandwich. So I'm just saying, that's the feeling I get from that person, Right. We're not talking about gender. We're just talking about overall. You would think that a person that's on top of the game, that know their stuff as far as health, would be healthy.
Right. You would think.
I'm just saying.
But
that's the only qualm I got with that person.
One thing about it is that they're not trying to get it for the physical, the parents of it. They want, like you said, they just want the knowledge.
Mm-hmm. She has a world of knowledge. Yes.
There you go.
So gotta make sure we say it right. She has a world of knowledge. There you go. So overall, good pick with that one.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that.
No.
Just wish that person would have been a little bit more healthy. I'm just saying. It's like Michelle Obama. She was the perfect person when she was in office as the first lady to spearhead health and wealth. Right. With the schools and eating lunches and getting out there moving around, because that's the type of person she is. One, she's already a doctor. It's just she has the health thing. So to me that was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it. I mean, with Michelle though, she has the
gorgeous.
She has the appearance.
Beautiful.
She has the knowledge. She has the physicality.
Where Michelle at?
She has the. I go back into that. Speaking of that,
I know she's slayed.
Look at this. So, did you see that one about with her? It was her and Bush.
Yeah, how Bush was Bush is gonna find her.
It was like every time.
Bush gonna find Michelle.
It was like they'll sit down. If they're sitting next to each other, either he got his head on her, or she got her head on him, and I'm like, looking at
Bush
that
ain't
little, I'm like, dude, what's going on?
Bush ain't stupid. He low-key jealous.
Yeah.
He mad at Obama. Like, I wish I would have met her first. Looking at Laura like,
I'm like, oh my gosh, no, this dude is not doing this right in front of
I
everybody.
can't even be mad at that. Like,
No.
to me, that is what the Republican and the Democratic Party should exude. Bush and Obama. They weren't the exact best of friends at first, but they learned to love each other.
Right.
They learned to come together, and it's like two complete opposites are now like the best of friends.
Right.
Like, we need to get back to that as a nation, because under the Trump rule, brother, cousin, sister, father, uncle. If you're a Democrat, you about to go at each other's heads these days. It has never been like that. I've been a Democrat since I was able to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never got into it with a Republican like that. Now it's like, we just bumping heads with Republicans.
So you gotta look at it. It's one of those things that you can be a Democrat, Republican, Independent, left wing, right
shouldn't
wing,
matter.
and all that. But the thing is, it's like this. It's like, yes, you have different views. Before we even got into the whole politics and the left and right and Democratic and GOPs and all that, before we even got into all that, you go out there and you hang with your peoples and all that stuff, right? And y'all get into an argument and all that stuff like that and everything. You see different views on certain things like that, but it didn't stop you from keep hanging out,
right?
It didn't stop you to go get some lunch. Let's go get something to eat.
Right.
And, it didn't stop you from doing all that, and that's what Biden and all them was trying to let people know. Even though we got different views, we don't agree time to time.
That's like Mr. Clark,
but we
don't lean on
still-
me. You remember when they was arguing? He said, you gonna get this right. You gonna stop doing that in the school. You want to go to lunch?
Right. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. You hungry?
What am I bad at?
Right? Where am I bad at? Let's go eat.
Yeah.
Mad at you.
You
But you my brother. That's it.
that but see, some people take it farther than that though. It's like once you get into an argument and stuff like that, then they want to take it further than what it should be going.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, oh my, it is not that deep. I'm like, dude, man. But yeah, so I'll say like with this whole inauguration and oh my gosh,
You know what? And that's another thing. When I was talking about the Republicans being the party of law and order, because now all of a sudden, they're really the reason why the National Guard was there in D.C. And not only were they there in force. 25,000 soldiers, like 25,000 soldiers in D.C.
Man.
DC technically is not that big. So to have 25,000 soldiers.
They had that area swamped.
Man, I knew nothing's gonna happen.
Right, that's what I was like.
Everybody's like, oh no, and Biden was like, I have full capability. He wasn't even talking about the National Guard. He was talking about the Secret Service.
Yeah.
I have full confidence in my Secret Service. I'm going out there. But then, he had but my thing, the reason why I say this is because the same people that caused this now are saying, well, why was why were they there? Oh, the Bidens were scared, so they had to have the National Guard. No, talk to your mans and them. Talk to Trump. He's the reason why they're there.
Yeah.
Then they were mad because they were like, I guess, sleeping in garages or whatever.
Yeah.
Where are they supposed to go?
And the thing was about that too. They don't know. They're in Congress and all them. They're trying to find out who did that.
Yeah, because the Republicans are blaming Democrats. Democrats are blaming Republicans.
So they're trying to see who ordered them to go down.
We know who
and
did
out that. So now Biden had called the chief
National Guard.
Yeah, and thanked him and all that stuff like that. And then that's when he was told, when he found out.
Even Dr. Biden went and gave him some cookies.
See, she did. She said that because she was going to make them, but it was so many of them. And so the White House, they came together and made the cookies for him. So I was like, man, look at that. But at the same time, they still should have had made it they should have been on task with the soldiers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, have to share one bathroom.
But nobody said anything when they were all asleep on the floor of the Capitol. Like, they were literally asleep on the floor in the Capitol.
Well, yeah.
But nobody said anything.
Because when they were in the floor and stuff, and then they told them they had to move. And then at that point in time, that's when they went to the parking garage.
Now, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I thought it would have been better in the parking garage. At least I probably got some quiet and probably get some sleep.
Well, yeah, they did, but it was just a point that why would you put soldiers?
They had nowhere else to go. Where are they gonna go? They gonna put them in some hotels?
Oh, they didn't have those. They had places to go because now when Biden had spoke to the guy and told him, why was they, what was going on and stuff, he didn't appreciate that. So pretty much they made something happen. So then they got into a whole different venue so that they can go and get rest and sleep comfortably and stuff. So
my thing is, when soldiers are overseas and they are peacekeepers, whatever country they go to, where do they sleep?
That's different.
Where do they sleep?
That's different. That's different. I mean, you're out there. You're at a war zone. You're in a war zone. You're like, this is totally different than what this one is. It's like the people here is nothing compared to the people there.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they went in and do all that, that's nothing. I mean, it's like, it's nothing. So, but yeah, I'm like,
no. Yeah, I feel you.
I'm gonna take this little time right here, y'all. If y'all want to talk to us, send us an email, azintheknow@gmail.com. And we'll get back to you. Inboxes, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Go ahead and get connect with us.
Speaking about Arizona, congratulations to Raquel Taryn. She's the new Democratic chair for Arizona. Probably don't know who that is. That's okay though.
I don't.
Yeah, that's okay. Shouts out to Raquel Taryn, the new Democratic chair. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to move forward, because this is technically a blue state, but it's still red.
Yeah.
So we're trying to take over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you're dominant with Republicans, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's what it's about. So what is
talking about the Bernie memes, man. Bernie took over.
Bernie was like the hot topic.
Bernie was
like he was in everybody's thing, boy. I'm like, well, Bernie, he went around the world.
I posted at least 100 of those. I kid you not. I posted at least 100 of them. Because there's so many of them. It's like no matter what you do, where you go, what you're looking at, you go see Bernie sitting there.
And that's the thing, man. I was like, dude, is this dude really like? At first, when I saw it, I didn't think about memes and stuff like that. I was like, wait a minute. And then I was like, okay, that is Bernie. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay. Then he was like, I saw one that he was sitting with a bunch of people. Oh, it was a Wu-Tang Clan and stuff.
Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan.
And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, no, that ain't, no. So then I was like, okay, they put that in there. Okay. And then I started seeing more and more of them in different things.
What's up with these checks?
Well,
I still haven't got my $600 yet.
No, I haven't got mine either.
Haven't got it yet.
But they were talking about how they were supposed to be reprocessing and stuff like that because the Treasury Department had deposited the money in the wrong the accounts and stuff.
Are you talking about Munich? Was that his name?
Munich. So yeah, they had deposited the money in the wrong accounts and all that stuff. And well, basically they, like people who filed like H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, Tax Act, all stuff like that. They had sent the money over there.
Yeah, a lot of people were getting them by checks. They didn't even get direct deposit.
Yeah, and so they messed up and all that, and so now they have to send the money, reverse it and stuff, and send the money to the IRS so the IRS can distribute them. So now the IRS has to reprocess all those everybody who didn't get theirs, and then either by deposit or by check. More likely by check.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting it by check. Make
Yeah.
sure y'all check y'all mail.
So
Check your mail.
and
Go
that's
check your
what-
mama's mail.
but
There's
see,
a lot of
with
people have
Tax
y'all
Act-
mail going to your mama's house. But
Right.
check your mama's mail.
so with Tax Act, they were talking about how the guy that the CEO of Tax Act, he was talking about how they made he was trying to help the IRS and all that stuff like that, or the Treasury Department stuff like that, and everything to get the money to the people sooner, quicker, and stuff. But they wanted to do it on their end,
Yeah.
so they didn't want to listen to him. So they was like, okay. But anyway, they did tell him that with anybody who filed Tax Act, that they were going to start making their deposits or checks, whatever, by the 1st of February.
So they have a new, I guess, proposal right now. There's a draft proposal. So the IRS would deposit checks worth $300 every month per child, younger than 6, and $250 every month per child ages 6 to 17. This would give parents $3,000 per year for each child between the ages of 6 to 17, and $3,600 per child for under age 6. The change will last for a year. So I'm hoping this happens, because they're talking about shutting it down again. If they're talking about shutting it down again for at least what they say, a few months or 6 months, weeks. Yeah, they're trying to shut it back down. My thing is, do it the right way, and if you're gonna shut it down and actually give us the money.
But see, and that's the thing though. It's like you're trying to shut it down, but then you're focusing on the kids. These are parents that don't really have anything.
And that's what this is for. This right here. That's exactly what this is for.
But okay, so how much are they giving for the adults?
Right now, I'm not sure. That's why I was asking, because I'm actually not 100% sure. Now, I heard that they did approve of the $1,400 checks. It was supposed to have been $2,000, but the $1,400 went through the other day.
He sent that to them already.
No, it's still in the works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, nothing's finalized yet.
Right.
No, nothing's finalized yet. No, but they're working on, instead of the 2,000, they're working on 1,400 right now. Did I say 14,000? I probably did. $1,400. I wish it was $14,000.
I know, right?
No, $1,400 checks.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, every little bit help.
You know? And how many people's Facebook went down yesterday? Facebook.
What time?
You know what? I think it was just all day yesterday. But I know starting around 10 a.m. or so, everybody started talking about, hey, I got logged out of my Facebook. I think it was really everybody that has iPhones, Apple phones.
Nah, mine was good.
You had an iPhone? You didn't get logged out of Facebook?
Nah.
Okay, yeah, it was a nationwide thing. It was on the news.
Was it? Oh, well, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I was good on mine.
Well, I don't have Apple, so mine didn't go down. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get you connected to this Clubhouse, man.
I gotta have Apple for
You gotta have iPhone for that. Man.
Look, you know what? I just want to put it in perspective when we talk about how important Kamala Harris is, for her being. I know we touched on it, but it was something I had posted because I wanted to come back to it. They don't understand why it's such a big deal that Harris is vice president. No matter what your political affiliation is, it's helpful to use this as a visual aid. Mm-hmm. So if you were to go look at President Taft, we were still slaves all the way. What is it? Lincoln. We were still slaves. Mm-hmm. Then you have Hardin. Let's see. Women couldn't vote. And then you had Nixon, up to Nixon. What was that? Yellow, still in. We were still in segregated schools. Mm-hmm. up until Nixon. I didn't realize they still had segregated schools all the way up until Nixon. And then up until right after, was it a president after Johnson, B. Lyndon, whatever his name was, women couldn't get their own bank accounts. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
So but now after all these people, we finally not only have a person of color in that seat, but also the same people that they could not allow to do this, do that, couldn't go vote, can't have this, can't, now we have that person sitting in that seat, in that office. That's why it was such a big deal.
Well, and what else was a big deal is that the rights, the women's right to vote.
Yeah.
Because
it was literally about 100 years ago.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But
about the 1920s. So
now when all this is now in fruition, on a bigger, larger scale now, and what really got to me is when you had certain people in that party that wanted to reverse all that.
Mm-hmm.
When they have to say, "Oh, we got to bring it to the floor again. We have to vote on that again."
Filibusters.
Stuff like that. I'm like, but why would you want to do that? Why would you even want to try to take something like that away?
They're afraid of losing their power.
It's like, man.
But shouts out to your cousin, Columbus.
What about him?
He said, what about him? He's set to portray Martin Luther King in a new upcoming movie.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
you didn't know
that.
You didn't know that?
Okay.
He said, what about my cousin?
Okay. Well, shouts out.
Shouts out, yeah.
Hey, do your thing.
Yeah, I thought I had to look back at it too. Like, what, he gonna play Martin Luther King? Are you serious?
Go ahead.
It's gonna be on TV1.
TV1.
Yeah.
Okay. When is it?
Let me go look at it here.
TV1. Martin Luther King. I wonder which one it's gonna be because you have so many people. Well, few people who played Martin Luther King for the Selma and the other one. I forgot the other one.
Yeah, it's not giving it. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. I'll come back to it. Like I said, I just saw it this morning. I bet you didn't know.
No, I did not know that. Okay. Hey, shout out. Go ahead and do your thing.
Do you think? Do you think this one?
Man, did you catch that rain today?
Barely. But yeah.
Man, was the drizzle?
There was a little bit of drizzle. No, that's not. It felt good. That's why I almost was late coming here today.
Man, I was like.
Because I was asleep. That rain put me to even a little bit.
Oh,
it's
my
like
God.
Just the smell of it. It just knocked me right out.
No, the weather out here feels good.
Hey, did you notice how happy Fauci is?
Oh my God.
He's like a whole other person.
Yeah, he is. Because he was like, when he got there and started doing his little interviews and stuff, his press conference and all that, he was like just talking. He was like, man, like he
I
just
finally tell the
good,
truth.
Like,
yeah, I can speak my mind.
He was standing tall and everything. He was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
But sometimes people don't realize how negative energy really affects people. Mm-hmm. Like if you have a person that just has negative vibes about them, they're literally going to infect everybody. And this is what Trump has done. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Like things are so different now than before Trump.
Right.
Like I said, we can still have arguments and not come at each other's throats. But ever since Trump, it's been a shift. It's been an energy shift. And I'm so glad that energy is out of the White House. I hope to God that not only did they disinfect the White House, but they brought in a spiritual shaman, brought in a pastor, brought in the Catholic priest to pray over it, and, get all the evilness out of it. Because there's a lot of evil in that house for Trump. There's a lot of evil. So whatever they have to do, they got to bless it, do some smoke signals,
And that's the thing. They had at the inauguration, I mean, he had his one of his best friends come up there and pray, and the black guy came out there and prayed and stuff, and then
Trump left out so early.
Oh man,
he was out.
You should have seen the
early.
When he
was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
When he left the White House, he walked out. His little group, little employees were standing right there. The little group, the ones who wanted to go be there and stuff, and then he said something.
Pitts didn't even show up.
You know what though? I was like this. All these 4 years, Pitts, was doing his thing with
Trump,
and everything, right? And then 2 weeks before, everything and stuff. Pence was all off of what Trump was doing.
Yeah, he wasn't even about it no
You
more.
know, he was like,
Because Pence is trying to save face.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
Yes, he is.
He's trying to save face,
Yeah.
and I think he wants to at least, I don't know what he wants to do, but I think he still wants to do something political. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, and that was the
But
thing.
he was trying to save face.
Yeah.
So he started doing the right thing the last few weeks.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. And then he didn't go to Trump's thing.
No.
Not even the White House one or
Nope.
the Andrews ones.
Nope.
He didn't go to
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
he didn't show up.
He was at Biden's thing.
Oh, yeah. Front and center.
You know?
I actually had more respect for Pence that day.
Yeah, I did too.
And I think that was the point of that.
Yeah.
To like, you know, yeah, and we understand why you had to do what you had to do.
Mhm.
You're still a punk for it. But, you know, we understand why you did what you had to do. But to do what you did the last few weeks shows a lot of at least courage.
Mhm.
You know, finally.
Well, I mean, look at
Finally.
it. When your boss sent people to come and kill me,
Yeah, that was a whole other story.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, what?
They literally was coming to get Pence. Like, you saw the videos where they was at the door like, we coming to get you, Pence.
Yeah.
We coming to get you. Like, oh, man.
See, I'm like, no. See, you can't be doing all
Party
that,
of law and order.
man. See,
But guess what else, Arizona? Arizona state officials has finally approved licenses for dozens of facilities to begin selling recreational marijuana starting yesterday. So, if you need a map, I have already posted it on the AZ website for all of the medicinal dispensaries that are in the valley. You can now go buy
you see how you go
Legal
lucky over here.
marijuana. Let me get the camera on me. You can now buy
Happy
legal
go lucky right here.
marijuana in the state of Arizona.
Oh my god.
Now, they're going to tax you. Oh, it's going to be some tax.
It's gonna tax
Especially
you big.
if you do not have your card. Like, it's still reasons to get the card, because then you avoid all these fees, and then you get all type of discounts and deals. You know, but my thing is, you can go do it. So, to all my peoples, a new day has arrived in Arizona.
And they're making millions.
Man.
Ooh-wee.
But a lot of this is helping out schools.
Yeah. And that's where they said it was supposed to go to, was the schools,
Mhm.
the recreational facilities that
I'm just trying to do my part.
for the youth
I'm
and
trying to
all
help
that
out
stuff
education.
like that.
I'm just trying to help out education, sir.
Anyway, but all right, dude, did you hear about that bus crash by near Grand Canyon Skywalk?
You know what? I did, and I did not delve into it, but I did hear about it.
Yeah, it was like 1 dead and 42 injured off that one. That's back north. I'm like, dude, these people is like, not. I don't know what was going on, but it's like these people not paying no attention to the roads.
Yeah.
It's like,
But that's Arizona. Don't nobody know how to drive in Arizona. Especially Arizona.
man, no, I drive better than Californians and any other New Yorkers. And
Don't get
stuff.
mad, Arizona.
I'm like, man, these people be going crazy.
Yeah, they don't mind. And I see now, but I see why there's so many backward drivers or going down the wrong ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, bro, but Arizona has got to have the weirdest streets. Like, these streets don't make no sense.
What you talking about?
Like how they're set up or which way they go, left or right. I'm telling you, there's certain parts of Arizona, you looking at these streets. I've looked
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to figure out, hold on, let me make sure I look at the lines now, because I don't want to go the wrong way. I'm telling you, there's just some weird, just like those roundabouts. Y'all got like these roundabouts. Like you go in like little subdivisions and they got these little roundabouts. Or then you go to like maybe a 4-way street and they got these little roundabouts. Like, what's the purpose of these roundabouts? Stop it.
You know what? Speaking of that, when I went to New Jersey, and it's like you can easily get lost. If you really don't know where you're going,
Oh yeah.
it's like
Chicago.
man, it's like you going. It's like, and then you want to go over here and stuff. Next thing you know, you're doing a roundabout, and you have to go around and like that and everything, and you wind up on the freeway.
Yeah.
And then you like, oh my gosh. And then you going down. Then you like, okay, now I have to get off here. This is not where I'm supposed to be going. and you try to get off, and then you go on another roundabout and everything. I'm
See,
like,
the
oh
reason
my.
why I don't understand Arizona is because it takes 2 hours to drive somewhere, right?
It depends where you're going.
Listen to me now. It takes 2 hours to drive somewhere here in Phoenix, where it only takes 45 minutes to get to any end of Phoenix, right? But it takes 2 hours.
You in traffic?
Traffic, right? Now, the reason why I say that is because if you're in Chicago, that same 2 hours is literally 2 hours away, right? Because people don't realize how big Chicago is. Chicago is big. And if I wanted to go somewhere and drive 2 hours away, it's literally 2 hours away.
But see, that's like driving from here to
Tucson. But that's normal for us. And that's why when people be like, oh, I live 30 minutes away. Oh, that's close. I'll be right there. But people from Arizona, they be like, oh, that's 30 minutes away. Man, that's too far.
Yeah.
Like, man, you live 30 minutes away. I ain't coming over there.
Like, man, I hit you on the next round.
Like, 30 minutes, man, that was normal for us. Man, I'm on my way.
It's like, it takes me about 35, 40 minutes to get to work.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, dang.
Now, back in Chicago, we used to have to drive an hour to work. And this was normal, regular. Yeah, no, that's normal. I used to have to drive literally an hour to work every day. Like my ex-wife at the time, she used to, at one point was driving almost 2 hours to work. That was just a normal commute every day.
See, that's
how it is, Chicago. But Chicago is so segregated. Like, you talking about some segregated places. Chicago is segregated. So, of course, African Americans, things like that, you have to live over here in certain areas. Like, we literally have sides. You have a true west side. You have a true north side. Stuff like that, east side. Here, it's so funny. The way y'all sides are, it's not a true side because y'all have pockets. Y'all don't have a true side.
We have east side.
No. Y'all have pockets. So, yeah, you have an east side, but there's pockets all in between.
Oh,
when we say that, you're right. When we say that you got to go out east, you got to go over there. Or if you go north, you're going out north. Here, it's like pockets all in between. You got all different type of hoods, all in between. All different type of neighborhoods, all in between. Yeah, no. It's totally different.
We'll see. Why do you think people come to Arizona?
Because, man, and I'm one of them. I'll tell you, I ain't got to cut no grass. I ain't got to shovel no snow. It's hot all the time. In the wintertime, like right now, it is beautiful weather. Nice. Everything is new here. This is a new state. Like it's like the roads are clean, the streets are clean, the towns are clean. Like the Arizona is a clean place to live. It is. Now, granted, you have your little areas, but it's little. Like Chicago, no. But here it's so nice. It's so new. Everything's just so shiny. I love it.
Make you want to go play?
Like, Arizona got its issues, and there's nowhere that's perfect. But I'd rather take these issues here over Chicago. I'm glad I'm from there. Chi-town down. But I'm in Arizona now.
Man, okay, people. I enjoy swimming. Whenever I get
because you're Arizona, it's always hot.
I like swimming. Yeah,
that's all y'all can do here.
But see, the thing is that people. I'm not saying all, not all. I'm not saying all of them, but some people just haven't got to the point of putting bars or putting something around their pool. Because if they really protected these pools like they're supposed to, then you would not be getting toddlers in critical condition because they got in the pool and they're about to drown. Man. See, that's one thing I do not like. I don't like that. I don't like hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed here. There's a lot of drowning accidents here. I'm actually in the market of looking for a home right now. I'm trying to buy a house. And that's one of the things I have to have. I have to have a pool. I got to have a pool.
Either have a covering, one of those automatic coverings. I like those automatic coverings.
Yeah, that costs some money. But yeah, that's dope.
Like that. And then, the flat, and you can walk on it and everything. So, yeah, I like those.
Yeah, those dope. Yeah. Gotta have those.
And then, what about, what is that one? It's a net. It's bad because I don't have a pool. I don't have a house. So I don't have a pool. So I don't really know a lot of this stuff. You know?
Yeah.
But the ones who have houses and pools and stuff, it's a net that they put around it too, so that when stuff starts to fly down and all that stuff like that, it catches in the net and everything.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So, yeah.
Man, so did you know that Netflix is bringing the animated Good Times?
No.
Yeah, they're making an animated Good Times, and it's coming to Netflix.
Oh.
Seth MacFarlane, I think that's his name.
Oh, Seth. Okay.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing a reimagination.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I did hear about
and
that.
Steph Curry.
Yeah. The Good Times.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
What was the daughter's name in there again?
Manola.
Is that her name?
Manola.
I met her once. I had a chance to sit down and interview her back in the day. Hold on, you gotta look at my face.
If y'all mad, this dude is
Yeah, got a chance to. I'm find that clip. I know it's on YouTube, so I'm gonna find it and show it to you. We had a chance to sit down and interview her, and just very nice woman, very nice woman. Her daughter looks just like her. Her daughter was there that day too. Oh yeah. So nice.
Wow. Did you ask her where Janet was?
No.
Where Tootie was?
Oh man, that was way back in Chicago though, man. That was so we knew that we true to this. We ain't new to this. We've been doing this a long time.
Right.
Been doing this a long time,
man. You know, and one thing about this thing, it takes time for stuff to manifest and get things going and all that stuff like that. But eventually, stuff starts happening. It starts to get there. And that's one thing about it. Especially now, you're gonna start watching us on TV now. Starting
RTU Worldwide
starting Tuesday. So make sure y'all check that out. RTU Worldwide.
Let's get it. You know what else? While I was on Netflix, because I actually spent the weekend binge watching this. Weekend meaning Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's this show called LA's Finest on Netflix.
LA Finest.
LA's Finest.
Oh, okay. I still haven't watched it though.
Watch it.
I haven't watched
it. I'm just gonna give you a synopsis. It's with Gabrielle Union.
Uh-huh.
The show is a spinoff of the Bad Boys movies.
Okay. I think I did hear something like that.
Yeah. It's a spinoff of the Bad Boys. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, Mike Lowry, Marcus and Mike Lowry, but man, that show, it had so many, how should I say this, connections, innuendos, just reaching back to the movies and even characters, like what was the one black guy that was in there, the former basketball player, tall guy, that was the nerd hacking into things in part 2. Had they wore the big Coke bottle glasses. Yeah, the old basketball player. Yeah, so he's in the new show too.
Oh.
Yeah, they brought him back too.
Okay.
So yeah, man. Then another person that's in there, because I'm not telling you like what who they are or whatever, but the guy that played Ghostbusters, black guy, the one black guy that was in Ghostbusters. 1980. Come on, man, Ghostbusters.
I know, I remember Ghostbusters. I'm trying to remember the guy.
There's only one black guy.
I know. I don't know his name though.
I don't know his name either, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in that show too. But the reason why I mentioned it, like I said, I'm not trying to do any spoilers, but it was just I gotta say this part because it was like the dopest scene. It was just they asked him a question and he was like, mind you, he was from Ghostbusters. They said, well, who you gonna call? And it was like the dopest, like that homage to Ghostbusters. He's like, what is it? They say, well, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? It was just something that one scene. They was like, well, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. But they ain't say Ghostbusters, but
Ghostbusters.
Gotta watch that show.
And he said, and the black guy. He played in a different movie.
He's been in a lot of movies. I just can't think of all of them. He's one of those guys that's been in a lot of stuff. You just don't realize it. He's been in a lot of movies. If you go back and really look,
okay,
he's been in a lot of stuff. I can't even think of the guy's name. I just know he's from Ghostbusters. All you just Google it. The only black guy.
Well, yeah, the black guy in Ghostbusters.
I'm literally finna Google it. The black.
Oh, man. That is a trip. It's like, okay, y'all, we need to start getting
Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, Bernie Hudson. It's like we need to start getting movies with a lot more black folks in it.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know what? That is something that's happening right now. There is actually a lot more movies, TV shows that's happening right now that has more black African American cast. I know they're working on some new superhero type.
Yeah,
shows
I heard about that one.
With all black cast. So no, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Now, I feel you. It should be a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2021. Why are we waiting to 2021 now to even start?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're starting.
Making black folks heroes. You know. We should have been heroes back in the day.
Man.
You know, it's like, what is this? You know, you see how they do us?
Mm-hmm.
You see?
But yeah, we're the angry ones. You know what? Someone said that the other day.
Yeah.
It's like we have been taken, stripped, reprogrammed for 400 years. We were taken away from our land. That's why I'm explaining the stripped and stuff. We were taken away from our land. We were stripped away. We were stripped of our heritage. We were stripped away of our culture, our religion. Mm-hmm. Because people don't realize, we were not Christians. You know, black people were not Christians. African American, they were not Christians. They were something else. A lot of that was taken from us. Our everything. And then we were brought to America and then forced to now be slaves, forced into Christianity, forced to work servitude. Then, as far as education, we were not allowed to read. We were not allowed to learn. We were not allowed to do anything. But now, here it is, starting with Lincoln, freeing of the slaves until now. Literally, from the freeing of the slaves till now, and we're still having first black up, first African American up, first to do this. 2021. But everything was taken from us. But yet people say that we are the bad ones. We are the thugs. They are afraid of us. You know, they cross the street when they see us. You know, they don't want to be in the same room. They don't want to live on the same block. Why are y'all so afraid of us? Do you think that we're going to do exactly what you've done to us for 400 years? That's not what we want at all.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's that what you're saying there is like, well, if we wanted to do that, we would have already done that. Did what they did to us. So
yeah, we've done it a long time ago.
It would have been done.
But it's not what we want.
Right.
We want the same things they want. Freedom. A chance. An opportunity. Not to my name stop me from getting a job. My color of my skin or my hair. Not, allow me into certain places. The same thing. So
it's basically like this. It's like you're sitting there and you're doing your job interview over the phone, right? And you're doing it over the phone and everything like that. And then
you say your name is Larvell.
And then you say your name is Larvell. Yes, my name is Larvell Witt, and and I'm from Chicago. The upper side of Chicago. And so
try to sound like me.
But then the thing is now they be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Oh man, yeah, we like that. We like okay. Then they say, okay, now we want you to come in so we can get you going and everything like that. And then once you go in and they see you and they say, oh, you're a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, they should have known by my name. I mean, it's the blackest name you can get.
But see, it's a difference, but between the name and the way you sound, it's a difference.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
So like, okay.
It's not my fault. I grew up in white suburbia.
Yeah, how they be getting their lips all up in the upper lip, like like a snobby lip and stuff like that.
That's funny. No, but that's so true. It's like, so I don't know who said this the other day, but it stuck with me. Like, man, he is absolutely right. Uh-huh. Like we don't want what you want. We want what you want. And I don't know if that makes sense because we don't want what you think that we want. Mm-hmm. Let me say it that way. We want what you want, not what you think that we want.
Yeah, I mean, well, what I want
40 acres and a mule.
Hey, you know what? Okay, this whole reparation thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Not recreation, reparations.
reparation. Now, even with that, okay, now it's like one of those things that yeah, you owe 400 years worth of work. Okay, that's interest plus interest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now would you want if they said okay, we're gonna give you $50,000 for that? Okay, just I'm just saying we'll give you $50,000. Okay, now would you take that 50,000? Or would you rather do what Ice Cube says and says, don't give black people taxes?
I'd rather do what Ice Cube said. Because there's more to it than what you're saying. Because
No,
it was
I
like
know.
it was education. It was like basically it's like free education.
Oh yeah, I
no
know
taxes.
all that. But I'm talking about with the money though. With the money, it's like because one thing about it.
Because the money is like they're just trying to pay you off.
No, I get it. But see, the thing is though, it's like this: if they gave you 50,000, and then they said, well, now we put $50,000 in front of you, and then over here we're gonna give you no taxes. So then they gonna have you choose which one you want, the 50,000 or no taxes. See, the thing is, for me myself,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take the 50,000. Why? Because the taxes is not gonna really hurt me.
Once you have that 50,000, because you're gonna flip that 50,000. You know how black folks say,
Come on now.
Flip that.
Come on now. Come on. See, and that's what I'm saying. For people who have money, like a Cube and all them,
Mm-hmm.
they'll take that tax. They won't. They'll say no. Don't give me tax.
I mean, I'm broke too, and I still take the tax.
You know. But see, the thing is, they'll be like, no, don't give me the taxes because they got money. They don't want to spend all their money on taxes. Mm-hmm. See, I get that. That's what that is. But somebody like me who don't have no money and everything,
but if you get a job,
who have the opportunity, okay, I can have a job, but still at the same time, if they gave me an extra $50,000 and put it in my pocket, that $50,000 is going to turn into $100,000.
Yeah, but if you make $50,000 a year, chances are you probably bringing home about 35 to 40 of that. You're not bringing home 50,000.
Right.
So my thing is, without taxes, I'm bringing home that $50,000. So there's that $50,000. So you got to think of it that way.
Yeah. But what if you're not making $50,000?
Well, hey, if you're making $30,000 and you're going to bring home 18, guess what? I got $30,000. Either way, I think it's better as far because that's like the Indians or Native Americans. Mm-hmm. The Native Americans don't pay taxes.
Right.
Like my grandfather, great grandfather down in Alabama. As long as there's an Oaks living in that house, they don't pay taxes because they're Native Americans. Mm-hmm. So, and then they have like the healthcare, free healthcare, stuff like that. That's the stuff we need. Just like the Native Americans, we need the same thing.
Make it happen.
I'm just saying, you know, they did the natives so wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong.
You know,
like I didn't realize, like I was watching the documentary, I didn't realize that am I saying this right? The Iroquois Nation. Am I saying that right? Indians, IQOR, something like that. Have you heard of that one, tribe? No. So the Iroquois Nation had a lot to do with the founding of America. So, you know, like back then, you know, George Washington, all that stuff, all the wars back then. But I guess that was like the major native tribe that was in that area.
Right.
And a lot of our laws, a lot of how things we do today all came from, you know, George Washington crew, you know, Ben Franklin, all, you know, crew. Mm-hmm. They met with the Indians, Native Americans, and got together to learn and trade as far as their history, their culture, their laws. Like, did you realize that on top of the Capitol building, there is a statue? Have you ever noticed that on top of the Capitol building? The statue that's up there? It's one of those Native Americans sitting up on top of the Capitol building.
Really?
And what it represents is, like, if you know the history or the religion, I guess, of the Indians, the woman from outer space, or the I'm trying to remember. It's part of the culture, sir. All right. Well, there's a statue on top of the Capitol that represents this goddess.
Okay.
She's a goddess, but it's supposed to be like Space Woman or something like that. And she has the eagle on top of her head. And you know, a lot of the it's like the American eagle, stuff like that, is all eagles. So a lot of different cultures have eagles in their cultures. But this image is sitting on top of the Capitol. So it's supposed to be an homage of when the founding fathers got together with the Indians to come together to make this nation. Even though they wound up still screwing in the end.
Yeah. Huh.
I know it was this documentary I watched on the History Channel, man. It was dope.
Wow. Yeah, I really haven't noticed the statue up there. I wasn't paying no attention.
Nobody has, because we really can't see it. I mean, you can see like I always thought it was just like a
pole or something.
Yeah. I never realized it was like a figure, and then to find out what that figure was and what it represented.
I'm gonna have to look at that closer.
Yeah, it was actually pretty dope. I sat there and watched it. Like, you know, it was like one of those things. You know how like you just flipping channels and you just saw something that just caught your eye. Because you know, me being a Freemason, it was like they started talking about Freemasonry, things like that, and how they did the cornerstone. So that kind of intrigued me. And then they went kind of like further. And I'm like, oh wow, I never knew any of that part. Just like, did you know that there's a crypt underneath the Capitol building?
I believe I've heard something like that.
So the Capitol building is the only building that is not a church or synagogue that has a crypt, because crypts normally are in churches, synagogues, things like that. Prayer places, places of worship is where they have crypts. Or like back in the day when they had the monarch kings, pharaohs, you know, they have the crypts underneath. You know, so they were trying to figure out why is this crypt down there, and it's empty. There's nobody in it. So what happened was when this nation was being built, obviously they were trying to go a certain route here, but George Washington made it very clear that he did not want to have king-like status. He wanted it to be a democracy. He wanted it to be, you know, like how we have the transition of power and all this other stuff. All this was implemented. Like the founding fathers, you know, they built a great, you know, well, I guess not for us, but if we were included in it, it really is great if we were included in it. But what I'm trying to get to is they wound up building it, but by the time he would have been put in it, he had already passed. He had already passed away, and he was already laid to rest at his home. But the family refused, with his wishes, not to be laid to rest in there because he didn't want that king-like status. He just wanted to be a regular man, you know, just the first president of the United States, not some you should be worshiping me like a king or idol. So that's why the crypt is down there. They built it, but never used it. So fascinating, man. Yeah. Did not know that.
But to this day, they don't use it.
No, there's nothing there. Yeah. I mean, it's there, but there's nothing in it.
Like a reputation, history, stuff like that. Okay.
Hey, y'all need to, man, start doing some research, history.
But see, that's the thing, though. You know, we when we look at stuff like that, if we're into stuff like that, then yeah, it'll intrigue us and stuff. But when you're not really into stuff like that, and you're like, okay,
hey,
White House, okay.
I got something for you. There's one thing that I love that Trump did before he left office. What? So that last stimulus package that he did with the $600, I'm still waiting on. Where my $600, Trump? So he snuck into the clause. Because, you know, it's not just the checks. You know, it's a whole lot. It's like military in this country. There's a lot of stuff in this package, right? So one of the things he snuck in there is the United States has, don't quote me on the date, let's just throw it out there. Let's say 4 months, right? They have a certain amount of time to release information about aliens. No, he literally snuck that into the clause. They have, within the next 180 days or so, they need to release evidence and proof of aliens. You laugh. But this is real. This is real. This is happening.
Aliens.
But you do realize, you laugh,
Mm-hmm.
but at the beginning of Trump's presidency, that the government came out and said that aliens do exist.
I heard that. And when I heard that, I started laughing.
You started like you doing that. So you still don't think it's true, huh? You just think we're the only ones here, huh?
I know there's somebody on Mars, and there's somebody in Pluto, and all that. Yeah, I get it.
Because we're trying to go to Mars now.
Yeah.
I've already talked about this. I've done my history on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we really going to Mars? Why are we really going to Mars?
I don't know. To this day.
Because I'm not saying we're from Mars,
Mm-hmm.
but there were people there. Whatever was there. They're not there no more, but they was there. They're finding stuff. They sent up the rovers and all this other stuff, and I think that they found something that they still haven't told us. But ever since they sent up them rovers, they've been working on actually, and that's where you got the Elon Musk,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos. I think he's got his hand in it too. But there's a lot of billionaires that are, building new space shuttles,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff to, even buildings, and like they're building these pods, I guess, to colonize Mars. They're building, and then people laugh and make fun of Trump for making the Space Force. But why did they? You got to think of it. Why did they make a whole branch of the government? We have a new branch of the government, Space Force. It sounds funny.
Yeah, Space Force.
It's so comical, but it's a legit branch of the government.
And with that Space Force, though, I like the concept of that because it's taking you out there and you're developing something new. Well, it's not new, but you're developing some stuff, and making it to the point that it's going to be usable, at some point.
Yeah.
They have they're supposed to do like special top-notch satellites going up and everything.
It's like the new space shuttle that they have now. It's like riding in the Bentley to outer space. Did you see the launch?
No, I think did I see that one?
The new Dragon capsule?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so the new space shuttle they had, because you remember it was that old space shuttle, the white and the black one they've been using for like 30, 40 years. Yeah, that's retired. They got the new one, the Elon Musk one. It's like they don't even have to really do much. They have to just hit a few buttons. It's like, and it's so comfortable. It literally is like riding in a Bentley going up in outer space.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they be like, and then they just got back though.
Yeah,
they just got back.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, they've been gone all this time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. But it's like they're preparing. They're preparing to go to Mars. They're building, trying to build like an outpost on the moon, things like that. So once again, people try to say aliens are not real. They don't exist, but they spending billions of dollars to find out.
What about that planet that's next to between the Earth and Pluto? Not Pluto. It was supposed to be another planet or something like that.
One is missing. Are you talking about that one, the one that blew up?
The one that blew up.
Yeah, so that's another thing people don't realize. So was once a planet between Mars and Jupiter.
Mars and Jupiter.
Yeah,
That's
Mars
what
and
it was.
Jupiter.
Okay.
Because if you look, there is an asteroid belt there. It's literally called the asteroid belt.
Right.
But if you were to look at all the planets from Earth all the way, going up to the sun, they're all even. They're even distance between each other, except between Mars and Jupiter. And there's this asteroid belt. And supposedly that was a planet where there was some kind of great war between the dueling planets. And supposedly that's how we wound up getting the ancient Sumerians here, supposedly. It goes back to ancient Sumeria. Like, if you want to do some knowledge research, definitely read up on the ancient Sumerian texts. Like, because a lot of this almost like it was derived and was put into the Bible. So, like, how you read the Bible, and before, like, in the days of Noah, things like that, people lived a whole lot longer, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you had, like, kings or whatever important people lived for, like, 900 years. But they were, I guess, populating the world. But if you take that story, it's the same story in the ancient Sumerian text where they had these kings
Mhm.
that were supposed to have like ruled for like 900 years. It's the same story. The same story. So that's what makes it more like believable to me. Like if you was to like read the Bible, take the Bible for what it is, then the world is only 2,000 years old.
That's what it is. 2,000 years old.
It's not, sir.
2,000. Yeah, it's not 2,000.
Oh my God!
It's
I
not
just caught what
2,000.
you just said. Man, this planet is millions of years old. Like they're finding stuff that should not exist
Oh man.
daily.
Yeah.
Like
They
how did they
constantly find
build
stuff.
this
Yeah.
way back then? See, I have a theory.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to hear my theory?
What's this
It goes back to the Bible. All right. So we have the Great Flood that
Mhm.
happened. You know, God said He wanted to cleanse. You had the Nephilims that came down. I guess the angels came down and procreated with humans
Mhm.
and made the Nephilims the giants.
Okay.
So we're supposed to believe this, right? Because it's in the Bible that there were giants that roamed the world. But yet when we say, like out loud, like, hey, they're finding bones that are giants.
Mhm.
Well, hold on, giants don't exist, but it does in the Bible,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So y'all are almost contradicting yourselves. You don't believe that giants existed, but they did in the Bible. Same thing in the ancient Sumerian texts, where they were mating with the people, and they were giant people.
Mhm.
So my thing was, and then this is scientific evidence that there was a great flood that happened all around the world.
Mhm.
Great flood.
Yeah.
It happened. Every culture, every religion, every story, there is a great flood that happened. I believe that there was a whole civilization here, just like they said, God wanted to get rid of that
Mhm.
civilization, and there was advanced. I believe they were more advanced than we were today. I believe because you got to remember this planet had been here for millions and millions of years. Who's to say that they didn't start from day one, like Noah, Adam and Eve, go all the way to like where they had the space, like we're at right now.
Mhm.
But whatever they did, God didn't like that, and said, you know what, we're gonna clean the slate and start all over. Great flood comes through,
Mhm.
washes everything away. Now we got to start all over. Caveman. It makes logical, scientific sense. And that's why they're finding stuff all over the world that shouldn't exist. They did a rewrite. We're going to start all over. Now that's why we're 2000, year 2000.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Starting all over.
Starting all over. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Conspiracy theory for the day.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get this out of here.
Oh no.
But yeah, man. Let's do this. Let's go back to azandno@gmail.com.
Oh wow, we only got like 5 minutes left.
LinkedIn,
We start talking about aliens, man.
Facebook. The social media accounts, all of them. Contact us. If you would like to.
And people have been hitting us up, so thank you. We got some
Man.
interviews lined up. We'll
Yeah.
be reaching back out to the people that hit us up. So thank you.
Yeah, so if you like or you know somebody who you want to hear on the station, let us know. If they got something positive they want to say, put out there, let us know. We'll talk to them. We'll sit here, conversate.
And make sure you just tune in to Icon. Like if you have the app, the Icon Radio app, just tune in randomly. You hear all the different shows that we have here at Icon Radio. Like you said earlier at the beginning of the show, such a diverse group here.
Yeah, it's very diverse.
Very diverse group. So just take the time, sit there, and just listen to all the different programs we have.
Man, and some great people are starting to come out with their podcast and everything like that. And I'm like, wow, this is a really good time. Really good thing, to hear the diversity of what people have to say. So
Make sure y'all look out for that RTU Worldwide TV.
Yeah, man.
January 26th, we going live.
January 26th. What's that?
Download the app, RTU Worldwide. I got mine. Go get yours. It's a free download.
Can I have yours? No, my brother.
You gotta go download it yourself. Gotta get your own RTU Worldwide. Subscribe, baby.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we're about to get up out of here, and see y'all next week, same time, same back channel. And don't forget, AZ in the note. You know.
This year I love each other. It's time to heal the
Yeah,
world.
man.
Tired.
That's
Tired
right.
of all the hate.
You know, and you know, we gotta stay woke. Just stay woke with it.
Just stay woke.
You know, just stay woke.
It's like that one religious star. I love this. Get this one. This one.
All right, so
No.
he wanted a trailer of all the different like highlights.
Yeah, just some good highlight reels.
Make sure you save that on there.